Hey everyone, it's Kyle from Cool Collectibles. I did my 1/6 scale and statue collection update videos a week or so ago, and now that the final two Transformers figures have arrived from 2018, I can do my end of year collection update for the Transformers. And this is it in the Masterpiece series, and you'll notice that it's a pretty disappointing year. Now, I love my repaints. If you follow the channel, or the Facebook page, you'll know that I collect all the Diaclone repaints and the Anime Plus series and so on. But they've always been mingled in with the releases of new molds. Ever since 2011, each year Takara has released new molds in their G1 series. And this year, in 2018, or last year actually, was the first year that no new molds were released at all. So here we have MP40, the Target Master Hot Rod, which came out around, I think, in March. And then of course there was the MP17 Plus Prowl, the anime colorway, and the MP42 Cordon, which were released around October, maybe September, October. And then we had MP29 Plus in November, and just recently the MP36 Plus Megatron in December. And that was it. So no Diaclone repaint for Ironhide, no new mold for Hound or Trailbreaker, and I'm really hoping that they leave those for this year to make up for such a pretty much a poor showing for Takara in their G1 series. Now, I don't collect Beast Wars or the Masterpiece movie series. For the Masterpiece figures, I'm a strictly G1 collector. So it has been a disappointing year. I don't know how many Beast Wars figures they released in 2018, maybe 2 or so. So I guess those two might be, I don't know, I don't even know their names, to be honest. There was the Leopard or the Jaguar or something. And something that I remember looks like a Velociraptor or something like that. And then of course I think later this year there is the Tyrannosaurus Megatron. So I guess you can count those as new molds. But I guess I wish, you know, they're great for Beast Wars fans, and apparently Beast Wars is a pretty good Transformers series. But that's not my thing. I grew up in the 80s and I love the G1. So hopefully they sort of steered away from the Beast Wars for a while in 2019. Optimus is coming out, and that will be the perfect complement to this Megatron mold. So hopefully they release that on time, and I think that comes out in August. Now, we have seen the teaser for Hound, but we don't have a formal announcement or a estimated date of release yet. But it was a color prototype, so hopefully we don't have to wait too long. The only other figure I do now remember is, I think in February or March, will be the MP, I think it's MP20 Plus release of Wheeljack. And I do have that pre-ordered, and I guess if it's as good as some of these other anime repaints like Prowl, Sideswipe and Red Alert, then it will be a nice addition to the G1 collection. And I'll have, as always, the original figure displayed in the car mode. But apart from Wheeljack, Hound and Optimus, I don't think there have been any rumours on anything else. Now, one of the previous Takara interviews from the designers did mention that they were working on Trailbreaker and Hoist, and we're just trying to iron out some of the engineering issues in making the differences more cartoon accurate between the two characters, being similar molds in the G1 toy series. So hopefully they get around to that, because if they are able to release Hound, Optimus, Trailbreaker and Hoist in 2019, that would be absolutely fantastic. And if they were to throw in a Diaclone Black Ironhide, or even a red repaint for Sunstreaker, that would be, that would make 2019 a pretty good year, and that's probably fitting considering it's the 35th anniversary. But for 2018, that is pretty much it, what you see here. So I do love Cordon. I think my favourites would have to be Cordon and the toy homage to Megatron there. The chroming, the engineering is just absolutely fantastic on those two figures. And the little details that they've added for these repaints for those two have really improved the mold, at least in some of the retooling and the extra paneling and detailing and paint application. And I really do love the chroming on both of them. MP29 Plus, my review went up for that just the other day. And again, if you've got the original, you might be able to get away with not having it if you can resist, but for me I couldn't resist, and overall I think it is a better figure. And of course Prowl, these anime molds almost always look better in bot mode, and definitely this one does look better for me in bot mode. And Target Master, well, I'm not really too much of a Target Master fan, and I mean, to be honest, I'm not that big a fan of the MP40 or the MP28 mold, the hot rod mold. I don't think there's any major issues with it, but overall as a character I'm not that big a fan. But being the silly repaint sucker that I am, I just had to get it for completeness, and just to have that alternate mode on display as well. And it does look quite nice in the car mode. But that is pretty much it for the MP figures in 2018. So hopefully you like that quick look back at what we got for G1 in the Masterpiece series, and can click that like and subscribe button to stay tuned for all the upcoming things I have this year. I do have the Hot Toys Emperor Palpatine coming up later this week, so hopefully you can stick around for that, and hopefully not too long a wait for Wheeljack to come for all you Transformers fans. So thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers. Bye.